up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play RollerCoaster Tycoon. We are still in the red. I've given it a little thought, and I have decided I refuse to increase or even charge anything for our admission. I'm just not going to do it. It's only going to get harder and harder and harder to do that as the game goes on. So I'm going to take out a loan. We'll pay it back eventually. But we got this at the end of last time. It's the steel roller coaster. I think we built one of these. It's the shuttle loop, and we're pretty much going to build exactly this, but a little bit different. I think we did it custom last time as well, but this doesn't take much space at all, but we're going to do something a little bit different. I want to see if I can make it... No, it's not going to fit in that. I was trying to fit it somewhere in this area, but that's not gonna work. So let's go back to the view we started with. Gonna try and play most of the game in this. This will be sort of our standard view. We're still waiting on our guests to get back, but we're kind of panning the park for a place to put this thing. I don't want to branch out to the far reaches of our park yet. I want to kind of develop this area first. And as we build coasters, then we'll start letting people over in this area. But this is going to be a smaller thing. So, oh, this is a perfect spot right here. Okay, so we're going to do it right here. 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be good. And then we'll do a loop towards the water. We'll level it out on the water. I think that's kind of cool looking. Going through the water there. And then we'll go back up. And I don't want to just do a powered launch for that. I want to do something that I don't believe we've done yet. It's the reverse incline launch mode, I think is what it's called. Oh my goodness, we've already spent $2,000. Oh boy. Okay, we're going to be in debt. Quite a bit in debt. Can I buy any land just to make this go out a little bit more? Okay, that might be entirely too much, and so I'm going to keep this... Oh, we need an entrance. We're going to redo all this path just to make this line actually feasible. Unless... Nope, not that. Click on my park entrance, since I apparently am too lazy to go up there. If I can buy, and I can't, if I can buy one tile here, I'll make my entrance on this side and we'll loop the path around underneath. I think that'll work out great. Okay, so close out of that. We'll give this a test once we put it in reverse incline launched shuttle mode. That name could not be longer if they tried. We'll go ahead and give it a test, and I forgot to do what I said I was just going to do. Okay, we'll put the exit right here so they can exit right next to the pizza stall. After they're all nauseous from doing a loop, they can go buy some pizza to expedite that process. Okay, so on this, they actually launch backwards, and the height of the lift determines how high up they go. There's no way to stop it any earlier, and so that goes up, I think, one higher than this, so we'll see if they end up launching off the track, and if they do... Oh, that is so close. Okay, we're gonna make this one taller. I know that didn't go off the edge, but this game factors in the momentum or the weight of your guests. It's not an actual stat. It will not list it anywhere or tell you that it does that. But if this thing has a full load, it traveled to the very edge of that. With a full load, it's gonna travel a little bit further. So I want to make sure I've got a little bit of cushion here for when it actually has people on it. Yeah, that'll be plenty safe. And it shouldn't be too intense, and it should be plenty exciting. At least that's my hope. While we wait for that, let's go ahead and get our paths going. And this is a pretty popular ride, at least the default shuttle loop one is. So I'm going to make this somewhat long because I don't anticipate I mean, you saw how long that took. It's a 34-second ride. I could have this completely full, and the last person in line, they're not going to throw a hissy fit about having to wait. So, oh, I can't do that. I thought I could. I can do that. Okay, that's what we're doing. Except not connecting to that. I just tried doing it again. Okay, perfect. And now let's rebuild the pathways we just destroyed. Actually, I don't know where I had the break in the path earlier. It must have been where we just demolished. But we'll keep it like that for now. Oh, this isn't going to make it under, is it? Yes, it is. Okay, we're going to keep that not complete, so that way no one goes over there. That shouldn't. And this guy, handymen disobey the no entry signs. So at this point, all of our guests should have cleared out of this area. So we're going to delete that pathway right there as well, so that none of our handymen or mechanics can make it over there either. So we're definitely going to need to hire more of those guys once we have the money to do so. So this ride seems like it's doing well. It's just we're waiting on our park to actually have people in it. And I have a feeling this park is going to be much more... we're going to take care of that real quick. Much more... If you've ever heard the story of the tortoise and the hare, this is going to be a great example of that. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh my goodness, we need $250. Okay, we're going to open this. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. I think this is going to be a prime example of that. Why is it not? I guess I don't know enough about how or what it takes to get this to show up, because I keep being surprised by the fact that I don't have stats yet. That's fine with me. I'm more than okay with that. 472. Oh, and I found out something between last episode and this. I hope it actually works. If your park entrance is free, you can charge the excitement rating of your ride in cash, rounded down to the nearest 10 cents. So this has an excitement rating of 4.7. I can charge $4.70, and people will still go on it. No one's going to think it's overpriced. And so far, that seems to be the case. Everyone has gone on it, and those that have turned away haven't given a reasoning for it. So that is awesome. We need as much money as we can get, so we're going to go through our park and make that. What? Thank you, game. Okay, so since every second is valuable, we're going to charge everyone even more. So this is $5.40. And this, or if you guys remember from Dynamite Dunes, we were placing some decorations, and that was upping the excitement rating. So if I can up the excitement rating, I'm going to have a handyman just for this area. Actually, this guy. If I can up the excitement rating by putting decorations around rides, we might be able to make more money from that ride. Because if that's how it really works, I've never done this before, and I didn't find this out until between last episode and this one. So let's make sure everything's at its maxed. 150, 160, and then I think this is maxed. 1.7. Okay, 1.7. Make sure to milk the merry-go-round for everything it's worth. 1.16. So 1.1. You can't charge a penny, or you can only charge in intervals of 10 cents, obviously. So I say obviously. If that wasn't obvious to some of you, my apologies. Look at that guy. He's walking so slow. He's holding everyone else up. So on this one, since there's only one train, I'm not going to wait for... you can't check the... that box disappears in this mode. The one to leave if another train arrives. You could still synchronize it, though. I didn't build it in a place that allows us that ability, but... I wonder how to make this more exciting. I might build another one of these in this park, just because these make good money. You can see we're up, what, 400 since we last checked? We needed 250, and we didn't even have that. Okay. I'm going to name this one Over the Fence, because had that fence not existed, it would have been over the fence. And that's one thing I'm just now realizing. I didn't have to buy that type of land, which allows me to build on it. I think it displays right here. Buy land to extend the park. Oh, yes I did. That land isn't available, because all I needed was to build supports on that land, which you can do with this button here. Allow construction rights, buy construction rights to allow construction above or below land. This is above land, obviously. But over the fence, I like it. I was about to say let's give it a name, but we just did that. Let's paint this. Let's make it kind of, I want this to kind of stand out. What does yellow track look like? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Yellow track with a black border. That's pretty cool looking. We'll see if white looks any different. Ooh, I kind of like that better. It stands out a little bit more above the water. Ooh, and one thing I just remembered we can do. We're going to do that here in a sec. So this one, I've been liking to color my trains different colors. Since this one's only got one, we're going to do one color per vehicle. And we can do an alternating pattern, or I think we're going to alternate in threes. I don't even have a color scheme in mind when I say that, but front one will be yellow and white. Vehicle 2, or let's do those the same. So 1, 2, and 3 are all different. 4 will also be yellow and white. And then we can kind of look at this as we go. Vehicle 2. I'm going to do black and yellow, maybe? We'll wait till that gets back to see how it looks. Actually, no. I think I want to keep all the bottoms the same. So I'll do white on all the bottoms, and I'll do a different color on the top. So black, yellow, and this one will be... let's make this one black as well. And then vehicles 3 and 6. We'll go good with that. A gray, maybe? Okay, we're going to make vehicles 3 and 6 black. I do like that gray. I just like it to go from light to dark. So vehicles 2 and 4, no, 2 and 5 will be that gray. So now it goes yellow, gray, black. Or it should, unless I screwed up, which I did. This is vehicle 4 is yellow. Okay, I like that. And then the supports will be black. Nope, that's not the supports. These, or this is the support. Mechanic, please fix that ASAP. Headed for happy go round. Thank you very much, Mr. Fixer-Upper. Okay, you can see this ride is going to do well. We have definitely made some money back. So we made $4.70, or we made $4.70. We've already made $769 in the little bit of time that this has been in existence. And we just got a haunted house. That's easy money. We're going to build that. And then... man, I'm all over the place today. I've got just a lot of ideas for what I want to do, and I can't seem to put them in the proper order. Delete that. Nope, that's not what we need to delete. Oh well. Do that here. Again, we'll do the entrance on the side and the exit right here. I'm liking all these trees. I feel like they add a lot of atmosphere to the game. So we'll go ahead and open this. Man, I just thought of something new I want to do. So this is $2.45 or 2.45, so we can charge $2.40. If this continues to work, I know some of my rides in Dynamite Dunes, they originally were doable. As far as, what am I trying to say? They were originally doing very well, and then towards the end, they started not doing so well. I had to lower a lot of the prices you guys saw down to like 10 cents. And I'm wondering with this new, or not new, but I'm just now discovering it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's fine. with this new pricing mechanic of a free entrance and a pricing the rides, or making all my money from ride revenue, I wonder if that'll affect anything. If my rides can still stay the same price. What I'm doing now is, since I realized we cut our park in half, pretty much, I'm giving this guy footpaths to cover once, or now that we have a reasonable area, I can give him areas to cover. And I know he can't get to this area right now, but once we connect it, he'll be able to. So. And I didn't uncheck mow grass on him. I think mowing grass, it improves your, I don't know if it improves the park rating or the excitement of your rides, but it does something. And this is what I was talking about. You build the ride up into the sky, all of a sudden, quack, quack, quack. Little duck flies by. Okay, so we built our haunted house. We're making money off that. What else did I want to do? I wanted to add some water features, which I think we can do. We can. So what are we, before we do this, what are we, I guess I can look at this. 4.72 excitement. I think this is a perfect place to do some water features. One on each side right there. I think that would look kind of cool if you were actually on the ride. Apparently, I looked at some trailers of RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 and 3 just to see how the game has changed. I've never played those. I only ever played the original. But apparently in RollerCoaster Tycoon 3, you can actually, it's a 3D game. This is still three-dimensional, but it's a very 2D game. And RollerCoaster Tycoon 3, you can actually get on the ride and ride the ride in first person. So I think that would be pretty awesome. Okay, so that went up just a hair. Not much. I think it still looks good. I think it's still worth it. Very cool. Okay, what else did I want to do? So this guy's cleaning up our paths. Our lines are all still doing fine. If you guys have ever seen the movie, not Laughed. If you guys have ever seen this movie, Last House on the Left, viewer discretion advised. There are some scenes in that movie that are a little bit graphic, but it is a very good, scary movie. As far as scary movies go, I've always been one to, I don't get scared by like supernatural stuff or anything that I'm a very rational thinker. Anything that I don't think could actually happen in real life doesn't really scare me. We'll do 80 cents there. 250 is fine. So any of the supernatural, any of those kind of movies, they don't really creep me out. Does the light blue look good? I can't see what it looks like on an umbrella. I guess we'll have to find out when it rains. But yeah, any of the supernatural stuff or just like, and I can't really think of another genre that is unrealistic, but the stuff that scares me the most is definitely like supernatural, or not, I'm contradicting myself, is definitely like home invasion type stuff or things like that. The stuff that, I don't wish it upon anyone, but the stuff that could potentially happen in real life. I think it just creeps me out so much more. So with this hedge maze, how it works is we're given, and we didn't look at our description, shame on me. Hedge maze. Maze is constructed from 6-foot tall hedges. So if you're taller than 6 feet, I guess this wouldn't be too hard to solve. Guests wander around the maze and can only leave when they find the exit. Bum, bum, bum. So you can do these custom ones or pre-built ones. Not super exciting, but no nausea and very little intensity. So you can make them as small or as big as you want. And how it works is each tile of the maze takes up one tile. Did I just say each tile of the maze takes up one tile? Each building block of the maze is one tile in size. And then within that tile, you can break it up into 4 smaller pieces. So we're gonna do that. I'm trying to find a good space to put it. We can do one. We're gonna utilize this corner right here. So we're gonna have our exit right here. We'll have our entrance here and the line snaking around here. So we're gonna start it right here. And right now, I'm just gonna do solid. I don't know how to do that? Oh, I've got to... Okay, I've got to build it as I go here. So, mode, this allows you to carve through stuff, and it generates a new chunk as you go. The only down... And this allows you to move through a section without demolishing the wall. Let me do invisible scenery real quick so you guys can see everything without me having to delete it. And then this will go back through an existing chunk and fill it back in, which I don't want to do. So we're not going to do that. So they're going to enter here, and I believe they enter on one side or the other. I don't really care which one they do, but I'm going to try to make this somewhat... I don't know if it'll be confusing, but somewhat mazy. I used to make mazes when I was a kid. I would do them on paper, graph paper. There's a tree there. Okay, now I can't actually see what's going on. Delete that. That should be the only one that's actually in our way. Invisible scenery. Okay, I used to make mazes on graph paper. It's a perfect material. It's already divided up into a grid for you. So I didn't think it was, or I thought it was a very good material to use. Sometimes I would actually do, I would do it on regular just computer paper, and I would do like spiral mazes. They were a lot more complicated, and I just thought they were a lot more fun to do because our brains work much better with shapes we can recognize, and squares and edges and all that. We do much better with those than we do with circular objects. So, little info for you there. Or not info, tidbit. And I'm just doing this free form. There's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. But we'll have the exit be off of this one right here. So we're going to come back through here. And then we'll put our exit right there, which means I also want to add a little something right here just to make it fill the space. I don't have to do that by any means, but I like doing it. And we're going to delete that tree because we're going to need it to get our pathway there. Okay, so we'll put our entrance here, and let's see if it... Okay, so it demolishes both sides, so they can enter from either of those. And then the exit will probably do the same, so that was kind of unnecessary. Yeah, so now it's just a giant open room. But that kind of looks cool. It kind of gives the exit vibe there. What was I going to do? We're going to close out of this. I was going to make it a little bit more detailed based on how I would look through it. If you see a dead end, and it's clearly a dead end, you're not going to go down it. But this is a video game. They don't care about that. And again, just like go-karts, we can't test this because you can't really test a maze. I did see a spot I missed though, so let's go fix that. I don't like having solid portions in my mazes, unless I leave them there intentionally with large expanses of it. Okay, so that's good for the ride. How exciting is it? We won't know until we open it, so we're going to keep an eye on this. Just to see how much we can charge people. The Amazing Maze. Actually, we're doing it all maze in capitals, so that kind of bothers me OCD-wise, but maze. I like it. Oh, we need a footpath, or a queue, as it's technically called. And I know I've been, as I build this coaster, I know I said last episode I tried to do a down helix and it interfered with the track. I meant the footpath. I know I've done that a couple times now. But that's what I meant to say. What do people think about this ride that are turning away? The line has never been too crazy, but that might be because I have 3 cars, it's very short, and just how I have it set up. That's a good possibility that's the case. Thoughts? Everyone thought it was great. Oh, and this is the first time we've seen that. Some people don't like to go on rides that are outside like this while it's raining. Your lines will typically pick up for like a haunted house or something while it's raining. It's the only really indoor ride we have. Also, merry-go-round is covered. That's kind of picking up. You're seeing a lot more people. And we're getting stuff, a lot of umbrella purchases. I'm going to go ahead and pay back the 3 that I originally did, or that I did that weren't originally there. We're going to build a couple information kiosks just to give people multiple places to buy from, especially right now while it's raining. And we'll do a 3rd one. We're going to have probably 4 when all is said and done. That works, and then I'll connect that path over right there. Open that up. Oh, no, shame on me. What am I doing? No, blasphemous. People are going to have red umbrellas. Oh, well. Okay, so we'll know anyone that has a red umbrella witnessed my fail of October, year 1. Okay, the last thing I wanted to build as we near the end of October here is a... What was it? Or where was it? We're going to end on a super exciting note here with a spiral slide. I know it's everyone's favorite thing in the whole wide world, but it's happening, so apologies. That's going to have to go too. And I've decided next episode, I plan on building a coaster. Won't tell you what quite yet. You're going to have to wait and see what it is. But let's make sure that mechanic can cover this area. Nope. Next time I build a coaster, I'm going to attempt to do story time. So I will share a story with you guys. We'll see how well my storytelling is. Man, I'm messing up here. We'll see how good my storytelling is while I am building something, because so far my just being able to talk or my ability to talk. See, this is a prime example. My ability to talk while playing this game is already not so great. So it's something that will be worked on. Slide 1 is $1.70. And we're going to confuse people by calling this the water slide. Or just water slide. It's by the water, but they're going to think they're going on a water slide? Huh? Maybe? Maybe not? I'm just making up excuses to name things easily. Let's see how much money we've made off this thing. Okay, we've got a couple coasters we can build next episode. I'm getting excited. Total profit, it's made us $3,000. So I said this thing was going to be a moneymaker. It has done that. And then some. Okay, so this is our park. How's Hedge Maze doing? 1.8. I think that was better than the excitement of that first one, or that pre-built one. What was it? 1.5, and this is 1.6. So yeah, we did better than both of the pre-made ones. So I am proud of us. Go us. It's the water wheel. Did I price that one? 1.6? Yeah, okay. Okay, guys. I think that's going to do it for this episode. We are here at the end of October. When we come back, it will still be the end of October, but just barely. I'm kind of seeing I'm structuring these episodes about 4 months per episode. I've stopped doing a timer next to my computer. I just motioned in this direction because that's where I used to keep it off camera or off screen. But I've kind of noticed we've been doing about 4 months per episode, so I think we're going to stick with that. Forest Frontiers, our first map, was much more tutorial based, and we were doing a lot of this while we explained. But now that we're letting it all run in real time, we seem to be averaging about 30 minutes per 4 months, so about an hour per year in the game. So I think that's going to work out well. So you know, this episode, or this park, should last me about 6 episodes, this being the second of that. And if you guys haven't noticed yet, I put the map, or the objective right now is, or I guess the name of the park, Leafy Lakes, in the description, and which part we're on. So if you're ever watching these at a later date and you want to see kind of which park it's on, and you know which videos go with each other, even though they all run together, but They're numbered there in the description for you guys. So that's going to do it. As we say goodbye to October. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, enjoy our Over the Fence as we sign off.